Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Auto Pets. I jumped the gun a little bit and started an arena. It's not on the weekly, it's just on Expansion Pack 2, which is now available on the Steam version. I figured we'd mix it up a little bit. Give me a seahorse, give me a cockroach, freeze a kiwi to see if you get a strawberry. We get a strawberry. It doesn't matter which of these you buy, but why don't you buy me the bird right now? We'll freeze the strawberry, and we'll probably... Let's be a bearded monk. That's just perfect. We'll look to probably buff a seahorse. I think a seahorse would be my favorite unit to buff. We lose these. My favorite unit to buff at tier 1, maybe? Or pill, I don't know. Pillbug, honestly, is maybe even more likely to stick around, as insane as it may sound. But I look at this team right now and I'm like, we don't take a Pillbug. We take 2 Kiwis. We can get close, pretty likely to get a level up next time. I mean, we could even buff a cockroach, but the problem is if you sell your kiwis to get a strawberry friend benefit, then you burn all of the attack value benefit by putting it on a cockroach. So I actually do not recommend it. We draw. It's okay. We're going up against all the packs, by the way, and I don't mind. It's the marketplace of ideas. You know what I love here? I would absolutely... take a salamander, sell a kiwi, buy a seahorse. We don't... I was going to say we don't need to buy another salamander, but, like, I probably would. And then just feed you some health for now. Wait, you get attack, right? Long term, we might want to, you know, diversify here. I think the salamander can actually go off. The idea is you give it +2 attack, +2 attack, +2 attack. You keep that going for like a long time. Wow, this is huge for us. And then you use a lollipop, so your 25-4 unit becomes a... you're not... Oh, you start a turn. Your 25-4 becomes a 4-25, and then you start rebuilding it yet again. So I don't think any of these are necessary. Even the cockroach, I think... To be honest, I would probably go combine, buy, sell. Buy, sell. It's a reasonable buff. Start a battle. That's a start of... You're a start of battle effect. Yeah, I'd rather have it like this. You're not start a battle. Okay, I love this. Now you're a 7-7. Dude, salamander or seahorse or more birds, I'd be in love. I think we beat this team too. Or, man, I don't know. I've never seen, like, a dove attempt to pop off with 2 cockroaches before, which is kind of crazy because I've been on the internet a long time. I felt like we were pretty confident there. Okay. We have a seahorse. That's important. A mantis. We don't really want a mantis. I mean, I like that a mantis scales. You know what? I think we are going to go mantis. We're going to sell our panda. We're going to buy a mantis, and if it kills a cockroach, so be it. Like, we can just set it up thusly. And I would sell a bird and just use you as an 8-13. But obviously, we are looking for start of battle effects. I mean, the easy one is sell... Let's sell the cockroach and at least get the bird's effect for a minute. I think you then buy a puffin. Take the benefit, sell the puffin, buy a seahorse, we'll leverage, like, combine it for leverage next time. And we do have a lollipop, I don't think we're ready for it yet. I'd like to go, I mean, I'd like a level 2 salamander, really, before we worry about it too much. This feels, like, losable. 2? 2? Doesn't even do it. Okay, but the mantis starts to pop. The mantis is like, he's a scaler. That's what he's here for. Okay, now you can come in here. You're not start a battle, but obviously we want you. Crow only works on sell, so we probably say no. You got to start a battle. Do we want you to be killed? Yeah, probably. I don't see, unless we go up against like a cricket horse build, which is a little late for that. I don't think that's going to do it for us. I don't think we're really looking for an iguana to be too useful. Okay, I highly regret shuffling their positions around, but I think we're going to be fine. Our iguana just, or sorry, our salamander, not our iguana, just ate it pretty bad, but we're doing okay. Okay, mantis still popping. We're no longer focusing on the strawberry buffs, but here's the thing. You're going to get some HP every turn. We're going to sell you. We're going to buff you. You're a start of battle effect. I would just take you and use you as Mantis fodder. But you're also a start of battle effect. Okay, so I'd put you out here. You could always move the Mantis to the front now, too, if you wanted. But no, I like this. I actually like this. I don't think this team is, like, lights out right now, but I do think it's very good. I think we're happy to have shuffled their positions a little. Yeah, this seems great. It's so weird seeing how, like, your team at this level pairs up with, like, Pack 1 teams that are at this level. That's fine. Start a battle. We don't need to put it there, I guess, but that's fine. Like, I don't know. I don't have an idea of, like, the relative power curve of, like, where of this pack versus other packs right now. On sell, on die. No. You have a start of battle effect. I don't think it's that useful, but it does buff our salamander a little bit. We should really start looking for lollipops. You're a start of battle effect. I mean, an 1135 is going to be worth more to us than a 3511. In not every circumstance, sure, but in most circumstances, still feeling pretty good, honestly. What are we at? 4? 4 wins? I'm feeling reasonably confident we can do better. For now, give me one of these. Just in case we want you to pop off. Give me one of these. I actually feel like a zebra is pretty good too, to be fair. Stew is pretty nice, but I feel like what if we get an eel to level 3, your start of battle, so I'm gonna freeze you? Yeah, let's do that. And you know, our seahorse can probably go in favor of another unit too, but then we literally have like one good unit. We probably need green pepper mantis as well. This seems bad. Yeah, the whole squad is dead. But wait, we draw? Holy cow, I don't believe it. I keep forgetting about the mantis at the back. It's actually doing some stuff for us. Okay, so you're a good fainter, but we may not need you to feint and create a unit. We really want to get like an eel leveled. Okay. That also buffs our salamander. We have a lollipop. Let's lollipop it. I know that we get overkill here. Like on your yeah, I like that. We get overkill on the HP, like the cucumber's not doing anything anymore, but that's okay. 1250, definitely interesting stats for where we stand in the game. And the eel is now, like, he's hyper-scaled. Look at this, man! Have we executed the perfect salamander gambit? Meanwhile, our mantis is at the back, still trucking along? Maybe yes, maybe no. Now we gotta focus on some start of battles again. So, like, you're a start of battle. You're not a start of battle, but you're kind of just a great unit. I think you should take this. You are a start of battle, but I think we'll honestly sell. Buy. I think you're a great unit to kill. And we'll do Seahorse to level 3 next time. You're a start of battle. Holy cow, dude. What the... So that it might seem like we have our whole shop frozen, and we do, but it's for good reason. If we can get this salamander to 50-50, we're going to be very happy with the way things are looking. Fair enough, but... no buts about it. We're still living. Who's alive and who's a living? I can't decide, so I'll be your guide. Honestly, incredible octopus. Great play. I gotta hand it to you there. What do you give me? What do you give me? What do you give me? Eagle? Still keepable, don't get me wrong, but our living or dying depends on the salamander. Or, the salamander. Buy me. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. Probably buy the orca. Yeah. Yeah, that seems most reasonable. Although moving an enemy could do something for us. I think even the order, I think, is fine. Maybe you run salamander at the front. Although, I mean, I don't know. Maybe an orca second position so that when it faints, all the other units can get the benefit. I don't know. I don't know is the answer. I think we definitely lose unless this is huge. It's literally like the opposite of huge, or I guess it's technically huge, hugely disappointing to break our green pepper for no good reason. Okay, 2 of these is fine. I honestly think you can call me like a one-trick pony if you want. Adorable believers. That's so good. I really, in my very limited experience, I do think that this early strawberry team is really, really good. Basically, because birds are just insane. I don't know if the kiwis is high value as we've been letting on, but the birds are 2/2s that create 2/2 each per turn. They just require a little overhead first. So I'm very pleased, and I'm still pleased. It basically created like another unit for us. Sure, you know what? This is interesting and good and early. I do think we could take a clownfish this early and hope for the best. I think just because we're on 4 gold, you sell to go to 5, it buffs the seahorse. You buy to go to 2, you sell to go to 3, it buffs the seahorse, and you run a dove, just because it buffs the strawberry friend and it's the last unit in the shop. We had a little like kismet there. I'm not sweating this too much. We got exactly the right amount of attack. So far, so good. The problem with Strawberry Team is trying to find the line in like the mid game to do what you gotta do. But for now, I'm happy. Would love to see some levels. I would not say no to them. Come on. I don't really want a puffin. You know, I mean, maybe I guess we could take one, but some levels. I'll take you for a round. It's not great. Okay, that's not a level, but still. I think we dumped the puffin even in our freezing situation here. The goldfish is just driving me crazy because we should be should is an interesting word to use in that situation, but I would hope that we would be seeing some more duplicate animals at this point so we can maybe have a little bit of a, are you joking with me with the spider sheep every time? Okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath, lower the blood pressure, repeat your affirmations. It's all right. We just want to see a level. And you could run pug and it would give everything that things that level up would get 2/2. It's kind of like you're creating another bird. I don't know if that's worth it considering we just bought a bird, but not interested in the foods. Okay, it's not the way I drew it up, but that's okay. Now a pelican can do something here. You're already an 8/9, man. Holy cow. A pelican can do something here. It also generates an impermanent and a permanent buff for our strawberry friends. What the heck was going on there? I feel fantastic. This team is doing something. This crew is good. We're still hanging. So I think you gotta say goodbye to the dove. And the birds are just worth more. Everything's going into the seahorse right now. A cassowary can do something too. But I think we gotta prioritize like some levels, man. For now, I'll just take a little extra HP, but we gotta prioritize getting some levels. Unfortunately, the way that you prioritize getting levels is basically re-rolling. It's a strong team, man. It's a very, very strong, perfect equipment distribution. I would expect nothing else from someone using the steampunk hat. Can I get some levels? Blobfish, the only way you can kill it is with Mantis in this pack right now. So it's tough. You could always run Combine and throw out a better unit. I think that's something we got to consider right now. The Blobfish, I mean, it would give a 2/2 buff if we set it up like this. Let's run it for now. And here come the levels. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, what about dumping a Pelican and running a 9/9? I don't mind it. The only thing that worries me is we don't get, like, amazing scaling out of it. And now the Blobfish has no cause to exist. Like, the scaling coming out of you, I don't like as much as the scaling that we get from our strawberries right now. Okay, our Blobfish is bizarrely becoming, like, an actual unit. We're gonna get it to level 2, which very rarely happens. I feel okay looking at this team right now. I feel better than okay. I feel great. So far, so good. That's 4 wins. I just don't know what the fish do in long term, but How about one of these? One of these. The blobfish is kind of popping. I'm not running the lion. I told you. Now we want the blobfish to die and buff the bird, because then the bird will get a buff from our goldfish. I don't know what we're going to do with the crow, okay? Okay. What's happening is we're probably selling our bird, because it's only giving us a 4/4. And then... This is fine. Oh, but no, it's... Well, no, it's totally fine. We're probably selling our bird and then swapping it with something that maybe gives... Like a velociraptor eventually would be sweet to get coconut armor on our strawberry. Although I do see that we're close to a level up, but it's okay. I think you gotta go sell the bird. I hate to see it go, I do. But then we'll overpay for chocolate. Buffing the pelican helps the pelican and the seahorse. Now, your blobfish are no longer that important, but you never know, man. You never know. I definitely... What do you spit back 2 experience? Well, honestly, like... Not yet, okay? You go here, but we can get the clownfish to level up mid-battle. That's not really what we're looking to do, but okay, it's something. And the pelican's giving us a much better buff now. This is a team I'm not comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with the team we're running right now, but... Hey, we screwed up their elephant positioning. I love that for us. The seahorse is kind of it's a hater, and I love to see it. That's 6 wins. Okay, hold on. I gotta pause for a moment. Okay, we're back, and we're happy to see a blobfish. But look at this. Now we can create a level on you. It's not that important, but it's something. You know what we can also do? I'd rather create a level. I'd rather create a level on you and give you a 6/6, I think. But we want you to be on the team, probably, and we might as well just store you in reserve, I'm thinking. I'm struggling to figure out how good this team is for turn 10. Because we have one good unit, but it's like... It's pretty darn good. And I'm actually way more impressed with the blobfish than I thought I would be. Also, our seahorse completely destroyed their turtle order. That's amazing. Like our second seahorse in particular. I think I like what we got here. I don't really care if you level up. For now, I think 2 random pets getting 4 attacks, sure. We still do want to see levels up for the record, but just not that one. And this is interesting, right? Like, Shoebill gives 1/2 to Strawberry Friends. I'm not that interested in buying like a 1/2 buff. I almost feel like I'd rather have like a... No, you definitely rather would have a 2/1 buff or a 1/2 buff than a 2/1 buff semi-permanently. I think you want to go extra attack, and then you can always try the Komodo Dragon, but 1/1 to all units in exchange for shuffling is really bad. I think you run +4 health on your pelican, and maybe you freeze a green pepper to apply it to your blowfish or your goldfish, maybe. I still have a hunch that we're scaling like just a little too slow, but I could be wrong. This one, the math was just not good for us. They got a good team. We weren't that far off. Are we on lethal? Yes, we are. But it's been a good game, man. I've been having a good one here. How about stretch your HP a little bit? We can sell the orangutan. We probably should have done it first, but take one of those. And a level up, so you're about to get a sick buff. And you give 3 HP backwards. Well, you're not leaving, obviously, which means you're buffing yourself, which sucks, but I still think this is the way to run it. And we may not get to 10 wins on this one. I do think we're scaling too slow. The team's just not that impressive. But I think we've learned a lot. Like, we've actually had, like, a viable goldfish, which is something I've never done in my life. I think we win this round, too. Like, our seahorse kind of blew out their vulture team. And by kind of, I mean, like, hugely. And honestly, the blobfish. I never thought I'd get a viable blobfish team. You get out of here. Buy me. And then run a unit that has some utility for 1 round. At this point, I would rather have a hawk. But I'm not going to level our Hawk. We just want a Hawk to hopefully snipe a unit that has high utility but low HP. It's shooting a melon armor right now. It shot after we reshuffled, it shot a fish with garlic that had way more HP. We lose. We win? I thought the melon was gonna crush us, dude. That's actually absurd. I'm thrilled. Try me. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. You can't afford the chocolate if you do this. Roll me. I was like, something just didn't feel right on this one, and that was correct. You know what? When you're in a pinch, I think just throwing a popcorn down the line is kind of a fun thing to do. Let's leave it in Teamwood Games' hands. They do have a Velociraptor. Am I crazy to think this doesn't look that bad? Your Vulture is all screwed up. We moved its position. It summoned something that doesn't matter. We're gonna win. Holy cow. For this to get to 10 wins is incredible to me. This is a team, I mean, it's very strawberry driven, but also the blobfish goldfish. I never would have thought, man. Look at that, though. Okay, run it back. On this team, I would take a Pillbug, freeze a strawberry. Pillbug? Pillbug mouse? This is a bad team. We'll be Fragile Rodents. I think this. You've never had a team composition plus name synergy like this? We lose, which is completely fair, by the way. So, we don't want to buff the mouse much. But what do we want? It's a buff. I guess we're going to try to create, well, I mean, a super Pillbug and a super Iguana, and then the mouse just sort of like exists. Mouse at the back is not like great, but at least that means we absorb all the HP buffs, I guess. Although, I think I'd rather have a mouse at the front in case there's ants. And then we lose 1 HP buff, but the HP buff was going to go to the mouse anyway, which is something that doesn't interest me. Or rather, in addition, no, because I like that you're getting 2. I think that's sensible. But this, well, you know what you could do? Hold on. Roll me. So bad. Sell me. Buff me. And duck me. And then do we want our duck to maybe receive the HP? Sure. Okay, it could be worse. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's great, but I appreciate they gave us an opportunity to see a very unusual shop. This is not a typical situation for us. But we do have some positives. We have some guaranteed levels coming. Our Iguana, in theory, would have eaten these crickets alive if we'd moved it to the back, but we had to work on our positioning because of the fact we wanted to make sure the Iguana got the maximum HP buff because it's the unit most likely to stick around. Now you're leftmost. Okay, now we're going to level. Toad is absurd. I think you just buy it. I thought about, like, buying, re-rolling so it's at the left when it's frozen, selling 2 ducks. I think it's just too much. It's just, you know, come on. I honestly think, like, a yak is okay. It scales itself, and we have the Pillbug to help. Yeah, let's give it something like that. I think we got to get rid of this Duckling. I mean, this team is just weird right now, but it's not that bad. Having tanky units and a Toad is like, there's a plan here. I'm not saying it's going to work, because I think that it's actually looking very scuffed. But even if we get 0 wins, it doesn't matter, because we just had an incredible 10-win run. We weaken you, and then we actually win this one. Kind of amazing. I mean, they were a 3 squad, but still. You got to think. Nothing here is any good for us right now. Sure. Don't really need to buff a pill bug, but I guess I'd rather have a 2/4 pill bug that then buffs a pill bug and also buffs the yak. But now we want, okay, you want the iguana at the front, as bizarre as it is, because we want you to get 2 buffs and you to get 2 buffs. Roll me again. This is, I mean, it's a little unusual, but it's actually, I don't think it's that bad. Again, a tanky unit, and in this case, is scaling itself, plus a toad is like, it's a recipe for goodness, man. Now, a 1/5 iguana, that's a recipe for a 0-for-1 trade. Or a 1-for-0, I guess I should say. But, you know, I don't control that. The enemy team controls that. Maybe they'll just choose to be nice to me. Not really. But that's okay. We draw these. I honestly thought we were going to win when I saw how it was going down. But it's okay. I sort of don't believe it, but we already have a level 3 pill bug. An anteater is just great technology. Yeah. I sort of think that you can sell an iguana because it's not doing anything. And if you had to, you could actually definitely run 2 yaks. At least for now. Mostly just for the utility of having something in storage that we can use to create a level. It's basically like your chocolate in waiting. But I'd rather have a 4/4 yak than a 1/5 iguana that's doing nothing to begin with. Servers are chunking a little bit. Ludwig must have signed on. Saikuno must be playing right now. It's okay. Take your time. I'll make up lost time by putting the speed on 500% once we actually get into the lobby. Maybe they're looking for someone who's good enough to take me on. Who's headstrong enough to take me on. Okay, I will admit, the hippo kind of... Well, it actually wasn't that bad. I was going to say the hippo kind of goes off on us, but turns out that was a lie. 2 wins. And I'm feeling good. I do want to see another yak. I've come to respect the blobfish, but it needs to get killed in the shop for this to work for us. So I actually think this is a no for now. And I'm happy with our positioning. Admittedly, you having a cucumber is okay, but we're not that far away from carrots showing up either. Now, you're not wrong. We need you to not die. But by doing this, we can create a super yak on combine. And then we would just be hoping to see a yak. No yaks, huh? Yeah, I don't really know what the team is going for right now, but I don't think it's that bad. We just have to make sure that we combine next time. And then you'll become a 12-10 yak, which is pretty good. Plus, we got 3 HP coming back from the pill bug here. I think we're kind of looking for snipers. Snipers to apply early weakness instead of waiting for the weakness to come to us. But it's a bit of an atypical team. By the way, I'm really stupid. How many koalas did I roll past? The koala is like... The koala yak is still a classic combo in this game. Definitely worth the combination, at least. Okay, it's a very similar strat we saw earlier. Still good for us. Still bullish. Still winning after all these years. That's 3. Okay, we have to combine. I'm thankful for you, for the record. I don't really want to kill an anteater. I kind of feel like a super sniper makes some sense. Who do I want to snipe? I always want to snipe vultures. I think it's too early for them to realistically show up. We could have done mantis, but I digress. What if you did double damage once? Yak's doing fine. He's kind of like on set it or forget it, or set it and forget it mode right now. He's not scaling as fast as we need for round 7. Oh, we got an anteater at the front like a fool. Wasting 1 ant. We want to move Pillbug up 1. But I am happy with Hawk behind Toad, because I want to shoot their backline unit. The problem is if we play pack 1, we're going to shoot like a monkey or a penguin or something that doesn't do any damage. But if we're playing against people that are in pack 3, good units often end up at the back, like Toads, for example. Hatching chick. What a waste. I don't feel that bad. I feel horrible. I feel amazing. He's done it. I kind of don't believe it. Okay, there's 4. I'll take you. I still like the anteater. I just take you. Please. I mean, a pill bug that buffs an eel, it certainly seems like something. I just don't think it seems like enough. But the problem for me right now is that I just don't have any plan at all. I'm just playing good animals, which is honestly not that bad, but we need to get like an identity and probably an anchoring like tier 5 or tier 6 to get us out of this. As of right now, this kind of looks like a late game pivot to vulture sort of. We just have such bad scaling. So you gotta, I mean, I think if you could just start shoving popcorn on top of animals and running a vulture, go wide with your anteaters instead, like, what do we shoot? What do we shoot? Seems okay. I mean, I think we win this one for sure. In spite of everything I've said, I do have to acknowledge we stay winning. So, like, it's getting a little more touch and go, but it's going pretty well. Now, I just think it's too late for the koala, because it only gives us 1/1 a turn. The lion, if you level it, sure. It has value. What goes, man? Like, the pill bug goes, right? But it's one of our best units. But then a fox can help us so much with our scaling. Does the hawk go? No, because it's basically a 12-4. But you're basically a... You know what? The hawk has to go. It drives me crazy, but it's true. It's the way to do it. You don't double effects to begin with anymore, though. So here's the thing. With the hawk, or the fox, sorry, I think I'd like you to take a green pepper. So why don't I feed you this? Because you're going to get a green pepper anyway. That might put you in a position where you can 2v1. That seems reasonable to me. I don't think it's great, but I think it's the best of like the not so great options that are accessible to us at the present moment. Now keep in mind, like we have 8 HP. Our losses came early. Now when they come late, they're going to come fast and furious, I think, but I just hate that we have 3 units that are one experience away from leveling up, but we can't seem to get them there. Meanwhile, our pill bug has been level 3 since like turn 4. Okay, looking for an opponent who's willing to go toe-to-toe with the best to ever do it with a level 3 pill bug. Cheese effect. This seems not good. Okay, it applied weakness to their penguin. Yeah, this seems horrendous. Interesting composition. Look, I'm giving them credit, but I'm also saying I don't think their team is that particularly amazing versus me just being kind of bad. So I for real think you still have to go. Though it's bothersome. And believe it or not, I think our toad has to go. And then we're basically just becoming a sicko. I want them to steal some soup. I want our vultures to level up. Would I take a second fox? No, we want our fox to level up. We want our vulture to level up. I don't care if the fox grabs... I do care if he grabs a carrot. We should give the carrot to maybe the yak. Then next turn, we got a level 2 vulture. Hopefully a level 2 fox. But, I mean, we got to start shoving popcorn into every orifice we can see, too. Also, if our vultures get sniped, we got real problems. I don't know if this team's good enough for round 10. I feel like I'm a little miscalibrated just because the round timers are taking a lot longer to actually pop. I do feel like I'm in the middle of a chasm and I've just been thrown a rope to pull myself out. But the thing is, it's fraying. It's not really like an industrial rope. Like, it's not a nylon sort of like intertwined. It's more like it's got fraying sort of twine on it. But I think I'll get up at the last second if I had to guess. Okay, great time to shoot the rooster. Or the chicks. More of them, please. Huge. What a shot. Okay, we killed the turkey. That seems positive. So far, so good. I wonder if people that are, like, playing Pack 1 right now are like, what the heck is going on, man? What the heck happened? They added new animals? Okay, we know we gotta put popcorn. It can't go on you unless I move you back. Well, what do you, from the same tier? Tier 4, tier 2? I'm going to do it on you, and I'll just move you back. I'm okay with that. I think you got to take a Stegosaurus on this one, right? Let's take a Stegosaurus that buffers our Vulture. No, you got to take a Stegosaurus that buffers your Yak. And I know, like, we want the Fox to steal a Peach. If it steals a Cucumber, like, it's not great, but life goes on. Stole the Cucumber. Life goes on. I wanted that 11-11 buff on our Yak. It's not all about the number of, you know, feint triggers you can get. A 3-cost 11-11 buff seemed better for me than just, like, shoving a Fox in there for no reason. And it's really 2 costs, because even if we lose this one, we're going to live, and then we sell the Stegosaurus back, so we have 11 gold next time. Then we can get the Fox involved, but really, at this point, I would also consider selling our Fox rather than investing 3 more gold to get one to level 2, and instead we could just buy, like, 2 Orcas or an Anteater or a Spider or something like that. Like, it all works, man. Okay, we haven't even begun to peak yet, don't even worry. This is where the peaking happens. I don't feel like this is good peaking. I feel like, oh, your Chili Pepper destroyed me. Okay, it's a strong team. No doubt about that. We were very far off from winning that one, but life goes on. Okay. Sell me. Any unit that summons a unit. Popcorn is a unit that summons a unit, and believe it or not, I'm throwing this on the Fox, man. Although, I think we should freeze it and throw it on when we get a chance, okay? Mantis, no. Something that summons other things, no. Okay, you getting to level 2 is also great, don't get me wrong. For now, you run a Super Vulture, freeze the Fox in case we live around. You put Popcorn on the Fox. I know, if you're on Twitch right now, you're going way too dank. This is a YouTube-specific video, so how are you watching this on Twitch? Hello? Hello, am I still alive? Are you watching this posthumously? I stand by this as the right play. And then next round, if we live, we got an easy level 2 Fox, which becomes much more useful. We try to add Popcorn to the Yak, or maybe we replace the Yak with like a freaking, like an Orca with Popcorn or something like that. Maybe we replace every squad member with an Orca with Popcorn. We want to break some Melon Armors, please. We broke a Melon Armor. Okay, we did get an Anteater. It's only going to spit out 1 ant, but I don't know, man. This one seems pretty unlikely to me. We are breaking Coconut Armors, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It was funny, though. I mean, come on. You got Gorilla versus Bird. Who do you think is going to win that one? Either way, I had a great time. Hope you did, too. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!